Hello friends, welcome to this week's Milk Minute. I'm Sarah, the lactation consultant at IBCLC here at Health Foundation's Birth Center and Women's Health Clinic. This week our Milk Minute topic came by request. We had a family ask that I talk about breastfeeding and viruses and how to really get through an illness while breastfeeding. So the biggest thing to think about is to start now before you're sick and do things to improve your immune function. So making sure that you're taking adequate amounts of vitamin D. You can do things like working with echinacea or elderberry, supplements and syrup. For boosting your immune system, vitamin C, eating foods in as close to their natural state as possible is especially important during this time of the year where we don't have our fresh farmers markets and gardens available. And we may tend to have more sugar and processed foods. So really looking out for yourself and getting those good whole foods as often as possible. If you do become ill, staying hydrated, really super important. It can help really clear things out. Being careful of antihistamines and over-the-counter medications. If you have a question, ask your care provider about if it's safe for breastfeeding. A lot of the boxes are going to say automatically that it's that you should ask your care provider if you're lactating or if you're pregnant. A lot of them are actually very safe. Just want to make sure, especially with antihistamines, that you're checking with your care provider before taking something. And some natural solutions that you can use, neti pots are fantastic. Make sure that you're using distilled or highly filtered water with your neti pot. It can really help nasal congestion, sinus congestion, things like that. It's funny because I recommend this all the time and I often forget it at my house. I'm like, oh, and then I'll do it and I go, why did I forget? It's really an awesome and amazing tool. There's different kinds available at most drugstores these days. You can get a nasal rinse or an neti pot at pretty much any place that has a pharmacy. Drinking warm liquids. I love ginger, lemon, and honey. In hot water. Make sure that if you're drinking large amounts of herbal teas and things, to stay away from things like sage and peppermint while breastfeeding. Just in greater quantities, you may see that they have an effect on milk supply. Yeah, and other than that, gosh, what is one of my other favorite things? I tend to tell my kids to, we try to up some vitamin C and stuff at our house, and often we'll buy those little vitamin C packets, and I like to take mine in nice hot water and kind of drink it like tea. It helps it go down a little bit easier for me, so you might want to try that too. Outside of that, any kind of other holistic health modalities that you're into, keeping up with your chiropractor, having acupuncture, all of those things are safe to use while breastfeeding and handling a virus. Above everything else, make sure you're getting a lot of rest. And again, whatever you can do to keep your stress down is going to help your immune system function better as well. So, all right, it was kind of a long Milk Minute today. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and leave a comment here below or send me an email, sarah@health-foundations.com, and I look forward to speaking with you again next week. Bye-bye.